Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I thought I would sit down and share with you guys what we are doing in our homeschool for Fun Fridays. What does that mean when you get to the high school ages? How am I doing it now with a daughter who is enrolled in college? What are things we're doing on Fridays? What things aren't we doing on Fridays? And why does any of this matter? Well, we're going to talk about it in this video today. So if you like homeschool mom chats, this video will be for you. I'm simply sharing this video because I think it's important, and I think that when you reach high school in your homeschooling mom journey, it can feel like all those things that you love so much are now no longer a possibility for you. And while there is partial truth to that, I hope to share my journey and show you guys that yes, you might have to make some adaptations. You might have to, do things a little bit differently, but if there's something that you really want in your homeschool, you can absolutely do it in those higher grade level years, not just the cutesy preschool time where, there's a lot more flexibility. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, Fun Friday. So Fun Friday is a pretty commonly known, title, I would say, in the homeschooling world. And, I kind of struggle with calling Fun Fridays Fun Friday because it implies that the rest of the week is not fun. And I've talked about that with my kids, but anyways, for lack of a better word or a title, that's what we're gonna call it. So Fun Fridays usually mean what they sound like. They're a day in the homeschooling week where you're doing fun things. Now, is doing math supposed to not be fun? No, but if you're a child, then you understand that maybe on Friday not doing math would be a fun time to do something else, take a field trip, whatever. When I very first started homeschooling, and you can go back and watch my extremely old YouTube videos that were filmed on my very shaky iPhone to see this, I homeschooled 4 days a week. That was it. That was the expectation. Now, and for the last, I would say 4 to 5 years, I have structured our homeschool to be 5 days a week, but Friday being a lighter homeschooling day for everyone, including me. And I was really worried that as I got into high school and now with my daughter dual enrolled, how are we going to make this happen? There's things we have to get done. There's things we want to get done. We want to use the resources we're using. I don't want to shortcut anything. I don't want to take lessons out. How can I make this possible? And it might sound like I'm trying to fit, a square peg into a circular hole, but I have found a way. I have found a way. So Fun Fridays used to be like a total day off. Now they're not a total day off, but they are a different type of day. Keep in mind, I have an 11th grader down to a 6th grader using all kinds of different curriculums, all different lessons to keep up with. But here's why I do this. Number one, I do this because we do take field trips. We do go on nature walks. We do have appointments. We do have things that come up. So if I have a week where Tuesday we're taking a field trip, then Friday is going to replace Tuesday, if that makes sense. So we won't be having a lighter day on Friday. Our lighter day will be Tuesday. So having Fridays reserved as that lighter day of the week really buffers me for the rest of the week. It's also a good catch-all day for me as a homeschooling mom when it comes to grading things, when it comes to doing longer projects with whatever child it might be, when it comes to science experiments and longer activities. Friday is a good catch-all day for that, and that is something that can be moved around as well. If there's something we need to do on Wednesday and it's going to take hours and we're not going to get to other things, then I have that Friday, that flex day, to kind of compensate it, if that makes sense. So I plan our homeschool, and if you watch my scheduling video, you saw this, for 5 days a week, because a lot of the courses my older kids do are structured that way. And in order for us to take time off for Christmas break and other breaks and travel and whatnot, 5 days a week is what we need to do. but not everything has to be done on Friday. So here's what Fun Friday is looking like for us this year, if you are wondering what that day is going to look like. Now, keep in mind, I will switch it if we have a field trip, if we have something else. I can't lose 2 days a week and still keep a good pace on things. So Fun Fridays in our homeschool this year with 11th grade down to 6th grade, we will still do our morning time, our Bible time. That is something we do across the board every day. That does not change. Everyone will be doing history on Fridays. That is a different thing. Last year I did history 4 days a week, and Fridays I was not doing history or science for my younger kids because I was doing that in opposition. This year we are doing history 5 days a week, so that is going to be a part of Friday in our homeschool. Now, the math courses I choose for my kids with Shorman Mathematics and with the Good and the Beautiful Math, Shorman has 120 lessons plus quizzes, and the Good and the Beautiful has around 140 lessons. So both of those work out really well together, and so my kids do not do math on Fridays. So math is not done on Fridays, and they are very glad about that. My older kids are in pre-calculus this year, and they always complete all of their work for each lesson on the day it's designated. So math is a very demanding subject. So I know on Fridays they really love not needing to do it. So no math on Friday, which shaves off about an hour to an hour and a half of time. No language arts for anyone except my oldest daughter, who is in an English class that is a dual enrollment course in college. She's got to keep up with that, but I am trying to show her and teach her how to take a huge week that is presented with a college course and break it down so that she even doesn't have anything to do on Fridays, or very few things that she needs to have submitted and turned in on Fridays. So no language arts and no math on Fridays. However, BJU courses for my oldest 3 kids will get done on Fridays because their courses are mapped out at 180 days, and in order to get through the course and still take time off, we've got to do that 5 days a week. So that is something they will do on Fridays, are their BJU courses. My oldest daughter only has 1 this year. My son, who is in the 10th grade, has 2, and my 8th grade son also has 2 courses from BJU. So those they do, but no math and no English or language arts. Now, some things that I would do for fun on Fridays are, I found a really awesome art box for kids that is geared more toward older children. I'll link it down below. We're going to be doing that. They have boxes that are for seasonal things, which I love. I love seasonal stuff. My daughter does too. But they also have boxes that represent artists and their work and kind of recreating the type of art that they did. So we will do some of those on Fridays. My youngest daughter still loves doing Night Zookeeper on Fridays. My son above her also. It's a time for lab activities and experiments for my older kids. Group activities for like our friends that we do homeschool life with. Everyone has, or one of them has things planned on Friday, and my contribution this year with my friends is leading like nature walks and nature study. So some of I plan those for Mondays, but those weeks, like Monday's work, will move to Friday. So there's that flex day. For field trips, Fridays are a great time for that. And for read alouds, I have quickly learned that this year our morning basket time is going to have to be very, very disciplined to a certain amount of time to allow my children who are older to get their work done and still have a life. And so I can't, as much as I would love to, sit around the table for 2 hours anymore. We've got to be disciplined. So a lot of my reading aloud time is going to be moved on to Fridays. So everyone should be done with what they need to get done on Fun Fridays by lunchtime, and then that'll leave us the afternoon to do a family read aloud together, because again, those are the elements of homeschooling that I love so much that I don't want to let go just because my kids are getting older, but I am having to get more creative with how I do it. Where there's a will, there's a way. So that is what Fun Friday is looking like. It's a shortened day. It's a lesser load. I also try to get all of my grading put in for the things that I'm grading, like with BJU, where I have the online portal that I use, Homeschool Hub. I try to, keep a pace on everyone, like just, all right, we're working on that for memorization. Next week, we're going to test. It's kind of like just a lighter day, but a really good day. And then it just is a nice way to ease into the weekend. So that is what Fun Friday is looking like in my home. Presentations of any type will also take place on that day. My youngest daughter is doing a hymn study and it requires a presentation on that. So she'll be presenting those on Fridays. And so it's just a good day for doing all those little things that you may not get to during the bulk of the school week. And it's just a wonderful buffer for me as a homeschooling mom who still wants to do nature walks and field trips and different things like that. So I hope that helps you guys. If any of you have been wondering what it's looking like in our home this year, that is what I'm expecting. Let me know how you spend Fridays in your homeschool, or if you do a Fun Friday kind of thing, what that entails. It can be any day of the week. Like I said, it's just a flex day, and I don't love the term Fun Friday, so maybe we should come up with something new. If you have any suggestions, leave that down below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys again really soon. Bye.